Have you ever felt caught between two worlds, not quite fitting into either? That's the exact dilemma at the heart of Chinua Achebe's masterpiece, No Longer at Ease. This isn't just a story, it's a powerful look into the struggles of a generation caught between ancient traditions and the dawn of a new modern Nigeria. The book follows Obi Okonkwo, a bright young man from the village of Umofia. His community pools their hard-earned money to send him to England for an education, seeing him as their beacon of hope, their investment in the future. He returns, full of ideals and armed with a university degree, ready to take on a prestigious civil service job in Lagos. He's determined to be different, to fight the corruption that's so rampant in society. But reality hits hard. The pressures start mounting from all sides. In Lagos, he's expected to live a certain lifestyle. A nice flat, a car, fancy clothes, all things that his salary can barely cover. Back home, his village, the Umuofia Progressive Union, expects him to repay the loan for his education. They also expect him to use his influential position to help his people, bending the rules just a little. For them, it's not corruption, it's loyalty. Then there's Clara. Obi falls deeply in love with her, but there's a huge problem. She is an Osu, an outcast by ancient tradition, and marrying her is taboo. His devout Christian father, who once defied tradition himself, forbids the union, and his mother threatens to take her own life if he goes through with it. Obi is trapped. He tries to fight for his love and his principles, but the weight of expectation is crushing. This brings us to the key takeaways. First, the clash of cultures. Obi is a man split in two. He no longer feels at ease in his village, with its traditions that he now questions. But he's also not fully comfortable in the modern world of Lagos, which is rife with its own form of hypocrisy and materialism. Achebe brilliantly shows how colonialism didn't just change laws and borders, it created a deep internal conflict within individuals. The second major takeaway is the insidious nature of corruption. Obi starts with the noblest of intentions. He scoffs at the idea of taking bribes, but as financial pressure mounts, from his family's needs, his loan repayments, and the tragic circumstances surrounding Clara, his resolve begins to crumble. It's a slow, painful descent. Achebe doesn't just paint a picture of good versus evil. He shows how a good man can be worn down by a corrupt system and overwhelming personal tragedy, making choices he never thought he would. So, what are the lessons from No Longer at Ease? A huge one is about the danger of unrealistic expectations. Both Obi and his community placed an immense burden on his shoulders. He was expected to be a savior, a perfect model of success without any room for personal desires or human error. It shows us that when we place people on pedestals, the fall can be devastating for everyone. Another powerful lesson is that ideals alone are not enough. You need resilience, a strong support system, and a realistic understanding of the world you're in. Obi's idealism was like a fragile shield that shattered when faced with the relentless blows of societal pressure, financial hardship, and personal heartbreak. The story serves as a tragic reminder that it's easy to judge from the outside, but much harder to walk the path of integrity when you're the one under pressure. No Longer at Ease is a timeless and heartbreaking story. It is a must-read for anyone who wants to understand the complex legacy of colonialism and the universal human struggle to find one's place in a rapidly changing world. It challenges us to look at our own lives and ask, what compromises are we willing to make, and at what cost? Thank you so much for watching. If you found this summary insightful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into literary classics. What are your thoughts on Obi's choices? Let me know in the comments below.